Hey love bugs, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and today we'll be slaying this beautiful lace wig courtesy of Klaiyi Hair. We will be doing this video from start to finish, very beginner friendly. If you know on my channel, when it comes to bleaching the knots, tinting the lace, I want to make sure I can get you guys from A to Z with installing and styling your wigs without any extra heavy, hard, scary work. I'm going to make it super simple and easy for you guys. So let's just go ahead and get started. As you guys seen, I showed you guys the inside construction of the cap. This one is a body wave 20-inch HD lace. The dimensions on the lace is 13 by 6. And as you guys see, we're going to go for a side part. In the past, I kind of did a straight back side part, but lately, inspired by Instagram, I've been going more so for the curved side part. But this one, when you part it, it does have a little bit of like small baby hair flyaways. And I like to use my wax to kind of tame that down, paired with the electric hot comb. And this is going to help to stamp out the parting and just make the overall lace look super tamed, flat, neat. Trust me, if you are someone who wants your lace to look really good, invest in a electric hot comb. The ones that I love are on Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description box. You can find these for about 13 bucks. Even if you find it in your local beauty supply, you can find it as low as like $8-9. So be on the lookout for that, and definitely don't be afraid to step up your game with your lace by adding one of these bad boys. And again, I like these paired with the wax. I've tried it with like hairspray and holding spray, and that works well too. It just tends to leave a little bit more of a residue. So now that we've tamed the lace and have it looking all good, we're going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. Now this is some HD lace. I believe it is actually Swiss lace. And as you guys can see, how you can tell when you're working with Swiss lace is it kind of looks jagged at the edges. So it doesn't look so perfect. It almost gives like a frayed lace or edge look, and you kind of would think like, why would you want it? You would want it to look neat. Well, when it comes to lace, you don't want it to be like a blunt straight across cut. And by using HD lace, especially Swiss lace, you get the best look as far as kind of concealing that line of demarcation. Now, as far as the install goes, you guys know we do mainly glueless installs over here. Even on vacation and stuff, I want to be able to get in and out of my wigs and switch up my looks. So I prefer this method, but I do feel like glue is a more permanent and longer, obviously, alternative to the glueless effect or install. I went with our OG friend Got to Be Glued. You guys know this is one of the first glueless hairsprays that we discovered here on YouTube, and I still, to this day, I will switch out and I'll kind of take a break from it, but I do still love this product. And I paired with my blow dryer on a cool setting. Be sure to work in sections, doing the center first and then each side one at a time. That way that hairspray doesn't dry too fast. Next, let's go ahead and work on the baby hair. Now, as you guys see, baby hair takes patience. No matter how many times I do my baby hair, I still, you know, struggle with getting it perfect, and I always in the end get it how I want it. Again, the struggle more so comes with trying to get it right on the first try. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. As our late and great Aaliyah would say, you want to just be patient. Kind of, you got to see, I'm kind of using my fingers, I'm using my mousse to kind of guide the hair in the way that I want. And if I don't get it, I just go ahead and get it the best I can. I allow it to set underneath an elastic band, and that way when I come back, it kind of has set in a way that kind of takes halfway to the shape that I like. So after I style the length of the hair, I can go back in and restyle the baby hair, and it's going to come out 100% perfectly how I want it. While that sets, let's go ahead and work on the curls. Today we're doing flat iron curls, which are the GOAT, the OG, the greatest to ever do it. I feel like if the curling iron sometimes doesn't work, as far as like you'll curl a piece, you'll kind of comb it out and it'll go flat. I feel like I never have that problem when I do it with the flat iron, just never, ever, ever. So I wanted just to do those quick curls where mainly the ends are bumped, but I didn't want like the remainder of the hair to be like wavy and then the ends be curly. So I did with each section go in and straighten it out just a little bit, again, so that it doesn't look crazy, and then more so kind of curl the ends. Now if you want to curl up higher, just work in smaller sections. That way you can get a curl to go higher up, but again, it's all about preference. Now we've done one side, let's do the opposite side off camera. I did not use any product, I used a heat protectant, but no like hairspray or holding spray. If you want, you can add a little bit of hairspray at the very end to give you more hold. And as you guys can see, the baby hair is a lot more laid. And I'm going to use my concealer and my powder to go ahead and conceal the parting and to also conceal all the knots. You want to stamp out that parting to look more sleek and neat. You want to hide any knots that you may have if you did not bleach the knots. And of course, if you did not tint the lace, you want to make the wig match your complexion. And you guys can literally see the finesse before your eyes. You do not have to bleach the knots if this is something that you're interested in. Now again, this is a wig I probably would wear for like 4 or 5 days max, and then I'm moving on to the next. But if this was a wig that I was going to be wearing for the next couple of weeks or even a couple of months, I definitely would highly recommend you go ahead and bleach the knots. Stay tuned, I'll have an updated tutorial step by step, beginner friendly, on how I bleach the knots for those of you who are going to be wearing your wigs for a longer period. But as I run my mouth, you guys can see how the knots, the lace, all that became so camouflaged just with these two products. And I use these in almost all my videos because it works so well. I'll have them linked in the description box, but for me, they are the GOAT. Okay, love bugs, I went ahead and finished the install process as well as the style, and I really love it. This one did come courtesy of Klaiyi. I love you too. This one did come courtesy of Klaiyi. I have definitely worked with this company a few times. Inside they did include a headband, and then they also gave some wig caps. I am showing you this first because I kind of wanted to give the hair a chance to set and dry. Not dry, but you guys know when you do your curls, you kind of want them to form before you separate them. I kind of don't want to separate them. Sometimes I just like it to look like fresh curls, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it there. Here on this side, I kind of wanted to do a bang, but I kind of have it like long. I could have like, you know, did it higher up, but it just kind of is a natural long hanging faux bang situation where I'm not gonna cut it at all. I just kind of want to have that, you know, Aaliyah vibe going with the curls, and I absolutely love the way it came out. Now, of course, this wig is linked in the description box, as well as details on everything you need to know about this one. It was a bit of a finesse. You guys seen this one definitely needed to be plucked, tweezed, and the knots definitely needed to be bleached. I did none of that, and of course, it's not like arrogant Tay did it or anything like that, but if you've seen what it looked like when I first installed it to now, you would definitely say, wow, that was a bit of a glow up, and I think it looks pretty good. You guys know with me, I always say this and I'll say it again, I do swap my wigs out a couple times throughout the week, so sometimes I just don't feel the need to go in and do the most. If you guys want me to start back doing more tutorials on like bleaching the knots or making the wigs look a little bit more realistic, feel free to let me know. I'll start back incorporating those a lot more. You can do this behind the ear, and that's kind of like my favorite way to do it, or you can bring it forward. I kind of did a curl here, but because I keep putting it behind my ear, I'm kind of messing it up. Flat iron curls always have been the GOAT to me, and probably always will. Before I even had a curling iron I could use of my own, I was figuring it out with the good old flat iron. So if you don't have a curling iron, if you don't want to travel with your curling iron, you want to have one thing, always remember that you can achieve a fire look with just your flat iron. I would highly recommend that you bleach the knots, tint the lace, and then also, you know, customize the hairline a little bit more than I did if you want a more slayed look. But if you are a beginner, I'm just wanting to show you guys how to achieve a slayed look for beginners that's super simple and easy without, you know, if you're nervous about bleaching the knots or over plucking the wig, I got your back. Do this and you'll look super good. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and attend to the kitties that are on the other side of this door as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the tribe. Also, don't forget to share this video with their friends, put them on to me and my channel, so that if you know somebody whose wigs be looking a little bit crazy, you know, share this video with them so they can kind of learn a thing or two about, you know, making it look good, even if you don't want to do all the most plucking and tweezing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!